Hey, what's up, fellow YouTube viewers, friends, and family? I'm back out making a real quick dirty video. Dirty by meaning that it's going to be quick, not a lot of editing. What I'm doing today is checking out my new ILBE individual load-bearing equipment backpack. I've had it on for the past couple of hours and I've been just walking around, feeding the dogs, doing normal things, and then I took it out for a spin out here in the out in the field. So I'm making a loop around the lower pasture, and I'm going to finish it off with a hike back up this hill right over here. And I'll kind of pan around here so everyone, I'll go slow. Trying to learn a few new little tricks, camera shots, things like that. I apologize for not posting anything sooner. You know, everyone's got that little character flaw. One of mine is procrastination. It has always been a flaw that I've always tried to correct, fight against all the time. A lot of times I win more these days than I used to. But uploading these videos, I've been procrastinating. Some of that is just you know, the mind trying to defeat itself. You know, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, kind of thing. So to fight against that, we're out here doing the video right now, and so far I'm really liking this ILBE backpack. I'll take it off here in a second, but I'm just walking around, getting a feel for it. I've been making small little tweaks to the harness system. I've adjusted it a little bit. Over here in the shade right now because it's a beautiful spring day. And it's amazingly nice out today. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, and it's literally just right for hiking, backpacking, mountain biking, climbing, pretty much anything that you want to get outdoors and do. And I recommend it every day. And that's something I was talking to here recently with the guys up at Mountain Outfitters in Johnson City, Tennessee. Guy's name is, one nice guy's name is Rob, and the other guy, easy to remember, his name is Mitch, and that's easy to remember for me since my last name is Mitchell. So anyway, that's enough rambling about that. I've had some thoughts about the channel, and it's got a yin and yang. For one, I've spoke about this before. One reason, because of my love of Asian culture. I have a degree in Asian studies, so I would like to start maybe talking about philosophy every now and then. Like every hike or walk or something, I pick out a passage talking about maybe adding that into every episode, a passage initially from the Tao Te Ching, and my thoughts on it. And it would be like the thoughts on the Tao from a Western perspective, the things that I've learned through just studying the Tao, trying to live it, incorporating it into my daily life. You know, share those thoughts, and maybe it helps somebody. These days, that's what the whole thing. If I can help just one person through my experience and suffering, then that's you know, that means a lot. A lot of people know that the word samurai means to serve, and so that's what I would try to do here, is to just serve other people and be a better person for it, and continue that pursuit of enlightenment that I've tried to follow for a long time. Sometimes it seems like you make 2 steps forward in progress and then go back a step. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. This hillside means a lot to me. This whole hill means a lot. I've been coming up here and training and exercising for for a large chunk of my life. Those with handicaps, take extreme caution. Low-hanging branches will screw with your rucksack because you didn't bend down far enough. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so today I've got a poll question as well. as we hike up here to a punching post to the top of the hillside, and then we'll have a drink of water. I'll take the pack off, give it a closer look. There's a nice, excuse me, there's a nice view right there of the Appalachian Mountains. Nice thing about being a local through here is that I know where there's a lot of government roads that have side trails that are marked, but no one hardly ever uses anymore. And they are shortcuts up to the top of that ridge. And then from the top of the ridge, you can connect with the AT, Appalachian Trail, and then go, like for me, I'm thinking about doing maybe a 2-day camping trip. The 2-day camping trip would consist of going up to that mountain range, and from there, or being dropped off at the bottom of the mountain range on a government parking area, a government road. It's a 3-mile hike up to the top of that ridge, roughly 3 to 4. It's been a while since I've been up there. And then from the top of that, you connect to the AT, and then you can go either set north or south. I'm rambling. From there. And I think I'll go from the top down to Damascus, Virginia, which is close. Big hiking area, big hiking Appalachian Trail mecca for hikers. If you're into hiking or anything outdoorsy, this area is really good for. We've got lakes, we've got mountain biking, we've got trails. There's a lot of trails, government roads. Now that punching bag has been used hard and put up wet. That thing was put up, I put that thing up in 1989, and I bought it from my cousin for I think 20 bucks. And it's been here so long that you can see the tree, and it was just put up with old nylon ski rope. Yeah, yes, I was about 18 or 19 back then, 18. Anyway, and then up here, I put this up the same weekend. It's a punching post, striking post, or instead of a Makawara board, which some of you might know, a Makawara is just a Japanese name for a plated rope board, or a board with rope wrapped around it. I got the idea from back in 1987. I think it was after the Kickboxer movie, because you can see it's got the lower area that you take your shins and just beat the living crap out of them, so it develops a tolerance for pain, kind of deadens the nerves and things. But I spent many an afternoon practicing knife hands, shuto, things like that. But anyway, like I said, 15-minute video using the iPhone, not using my GoPro or the DSLR today. Upcoming plans for the channel, I talked to my friend Bill, and we were going to do something this week, but things happened, and I'm going down to Tampa, Florida to help a friend of mine, James, move his stuff back and bring his stuff back up here to, well, he lives in East Tennessee, he lives in East Tennessee, so we're going down there and doing that. So I'll be gone for a few days. I'll probably try to film some of that and upload that, because that's going to be an adventure. As the illustrious philosopher, poet Bilbo Baggins once talked about, if when you leave your house and you get on the road, be careful of what adventures may come, and you may never return home, or if you do return home, you're different. So, so anyway, Bill and I are going to be doing a camping trip when I get back, and we're going out to a place that I've went to several times, hiking and mountain biking, but I've never actually camped at the site. So, and it's over in one of the local national forests, and just a few miles away. I live so close to everything, just a few miles away from the Virginia Creeper Trail, South Holston Lake. We've got mountain biking trails, everything. If you're, like I said, if you're outdoorsy, we've got it here. So far, I'm really liking this ILBE pack, and ILBE. This is not a gear review video, I should say that. If you want a gear review of the ILBE pack, best one is Luke at the Outdoor Gear Review. He's got an older one and a slightly newer one, which is better, the Philby or the ILBE, and then his older one, the the original gear video, ILBE. I should have listened to him then, as I ordered a bunch of Gen 1 pieces. This pack was, the first part of it, the main pack, came from Defense Acquisitions, and it was just the main pack. Without the belt and shoulder straps, etc., lid. So I ordered all of those things from different sellers, like Ammo Can Man, like I said, Defense Acquisitions, a couple of others that I have forgotten. I might, if I find it, I'll put their names in later. And if I had to listen closer to Luke when he said Gen 1 is not compatible with Gen 2, I saved a lot of time and probably would have got in a nice overnight camping video before going to Florida, because everything came in and I thought, what's wrong here? And then I turned on Luke's video again and watched the whole thing, where he said, pay attention to the details. I didn't. I used to hear that drive into my head all the time. Attention to detail, attention to detail. And here I am, I forgot it. I blame the brain tumor, but personal responsibility. As I'm getting to the top of the hill here, let me also mention that I'm looking at getting a little bit of merchandise, or merch as the kids say, I should say. Some t-shirts and hats with my channel logo. I really like that. The yin yang and the hiking poles. And I'm looking at also paying someone to do a little video intro to the channel. Maybe the yin yang move in a circle, yin yang moving in a circle, and then maybe the stopping and the trekking poles come in, ching ching, and maybe a sound effect, or I don't know, either rolling in or just rotating, one or the other. If you have a comment, let me know. And I'm going to be doing a poll in this video asking, because I want to start uploading videos on a regular basis, at least one per week. Consistency is the key, and like a friend of mine, Eric, good advice from you, be real in these videos. If I have a bad day, don't act like it's, you know, and Rob at Mountain Sports said the same thing. When you're watching some of these other guys, like Joe Robinette or Survival Lily, if they're having a bad day, they're going to let you know about it. And with my unique situation as far as having the brain tumor and having to do chemo and radiation, and I'm sure eventually there'll be videos on here, if you continue to follow the channel, where I'll have to do that again, because it's just the other radiation therapy that ended in September of last year reduced it, but it's not going to get rid of it. But that's neither here nor there. You got to live in the moment and live for the day. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Yeah, I'm still looking around the farm, the property, for a place to build a semi-permanent shelter for my niece McKinley and my nephew Braxton, and my other nephew, the youngest, Connor, just watching the Highlander series. Okay, been continuing to hike around the hillside real quick, getting a feel for the pack. Let me do a little model for you. Hey, hey, hey. That's the Gimp Shuffle. All right, I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off, and like I said, I've got about 21 pounds of gear that I'm trying to test out. I don't want to go over, and that's without food or camera gear. Let's see if I can get my bad arm, this left side where I can't feel it too well. It's a little tricky. It's okay. So I'll have to come down with this arm first and then around. Okay. All right. I'll just have to remember that. And as you can see, this thing is great. It was originally designed by Arc'teryx, kind of based on their Bora 80 model. And for a lot of you out there, you may not know who Arc'teryx is, the company Arc'teryx. You may not know who they are. You can do curls with that. But they make extremely good gear. I didn't realize who they were, know who they were. I'd heard about, you know, the big guys and I had that equipment like North Face, Marmot, etc. But I wasn't really exposed to Arc'teryx and their gear until I started watching YouTube, and I guess Joe Robinette, the first bushcrafter that I watched, and watching his videos, and I mentioned him a number of times, noticed that he was using Arc'teryx, and his buddy Kyle, same thing. And speaking of which, I can't wait till that video comes out this year or this summer. Anyway, I'm digressing. Totally lost train of cut. That means I've just. Oh, anyway, back to the pack. Yeah, Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, there's gonna be some edits there. So this was designed by Arc'teryx and manufactured by Proper for the United States Marine Corps. And there again, I like Proper gear, and this is a Proper tactical vest. I got it on wholesale. I've got Proper pants, shorts, etc. Extremely good equipment. So I plan on getting lots and lots of use out of this. And the nice thing about this thing, also, it's got a let's see if I can get that in here. Yeah. These things would be so much easier if you had your own, like, personal cameraman or Sherpa. This thing has its own little sit pad built in. Isn't that cool? So you can just pop that out for a squat when you stop for a hike. That's great. So anyway, all right, I'm rambling again. So we'll put that off. I'm not going to show the pack in detail. Like I said, I'll give a link to Luke. He goes over all the specs. ILBE just stands for Improved Load Bearing Equipment. It took the place of the old Alice packs. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with those. I have two, but they don't have the frames. So anyway, I'm going to take a break and grab a sip of water. One thing I am going to do when Bill and I go out for the camping trip, I'm probably going to leave this Pathfinder school canteen. And I like it, but it's stainless steel. It comes with the lid and a cup. I may just bring the cup itself, the cup and lid, and leave the rest. It's got an actual little twig stove that is nested into the canteen cup. Let me get that out real quick. One-handed. I got the one hand on you. One hand. Anyone know what that movie is? I got the one hand on you. I can't get the one hand. There it is. So, okay. So that is the setup. In my hand, I've got the phone in my left hand, so my left hand is moving by itself. Got to control it. And so you put the lid on there. Yeah, one thing I have to do before I go to Florida is mow the grass. I know it seems a little late, but the mower is a Craftsman. It's about 20 years old, and getting parts for it now that Sears is closing down stores left and right, it's pretty hard. So everything I've ordered, it's always been on back order, and some parts that just came recently, a mandrel, two mandrels, belt, and some other things. And we're having a hard time with it right now. We had a nut that had to be cut off with a torch, and it's craziness. But anyway, I'm rambling. I don't know if this will make it into the video or not. If it does, if not, but I'm gonna have to wrap it up here in a second so I can go and get that done. Got a few things to do before leaving for Florida. So definitely appreciate everyone watching. I'm going to start the poll question that I'm going to be putting up is, what day would be better? What day do you think would be better for me to post a video? Any day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Any one of those days, what do you think would be the best day? Hopefully the next video will be Bill and I. Well, actually, the next video will be probably a little bit of footage from going down to Florida, and then when I come back, the video overnighter with Bill, and we'll go from there. I've got several ideas for this summer, and I want to start doing this. Like I said, I'm getting into the swing of it more and more, and enjoying it more now that I've started getting the camera equipment. I've got the backpack that feels a lot better than that outdoor products bag that I had recently. That wasn't fun. So with that said, I'm going to put the ILBE back on, and let's see. Here we go. Takes a little bit of getting used to for me, just because of this left side. Like I said, it's kind of, well, I mean, I'll continue to probably bitch about it every now and then in the video about that lack of feeling, but anyway, so far I like it. Now the ad said waterproof, and I've seen other videos where people have said no, it's just water repellent. So we'll see. Regardless, I'll keep a dry bag, probably a snug pack dry bag in there, along with a couple of other dry bags with changes of clothing, things like that. And right before Bill and I go out, I'll do a quick video showing some of the things that I've got. I was going to kind of do that today, but I'm kind of running short on time. Needless to say, one thing that I probably will not bring, like I was saying, is that the canteen itself. I'll bring an Nalgene bottle with a filter in it. The packet at the time of production was $600. It was the most expensive pack that was ever used or bought by the military for a backpack. It was part of the LEAF program, which is law enforcement and armed forces. So, like I said, I like it. That's my final thought is. I think it's going to be it's going to do me really well for this year. And the only other pack that I would like to have now, that's still on my wish list, would be the Hidden Woodsman, their pack. I would love to have that. Anyway, it's hard for me to open up. But I promise that I will, if I'm feeling bad or having a bad day or whatever I want to talk about while I'm doing something adventurous, because I don't want it just to be me coming on and blah, 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 blah. I could do that. I have my own little channel that I haven't put any videos, but I could do more of a vlog on Taoism, Confucianism, things like that. And you could, in the comments, tell me if you want to see more of that or less of that, or keep that stuff over on a different channel. So, yeah, okay. Again, I keep saying I'll talk to you later, but I come back and go, hey, I got a little bit more information I want to talk to you about. But now I've got to get down there. I've really got to get down there and mow the yard. So you can talk about, one of my professors always said that you can talk about big things and big philosophical ideas, things like that when you're in college or at the office or something, but a lot of times it still comes down to getting out there doing the hard work. Whatever it is, you still got to go do something extremely hard. But there again, in Taoism, there's a quote that says, "Work is done and then forgotten. That's why it's eternal." So, food for thought for today. Today's edification, big word for just basically learning something. You're edifying someone. You're educating them. You're getting an edification. So, anyway. Be good. What the next? Wait. I have to. I can't go by it without at least one time hitting it. Okay, all right, in an effort to keep it real, this is what it looks like for me coming down something, a decline, coming off of a hill. If it's got a lot of bad stuff, it takes me a while, and that left foot wants to roll because there's a little feeling in it, or the ankle I should say. So this is the other side of me always saying, hey, I'm in good spirits. It's when I'm coming down something like this that it really hits me, and I have to just push through. It makes me remember what I could do before, but I'll never get that back. I can just try to be the best that I can be in this shape. So anyway, that's another attempt at keeping it real. Oh, whoa, okay.